Hello, today I am going to demonstrate how to use the color test reference for adult coloring book. Before we start, I would like to ask you a few questions. Do you get frustrated when you choose the wrong shade of color for your coloring project? That's number one. Number two is, do you find yourself sometimes testing and retesting colors to find the perfect shade for your artwork? And number three is, do you have a lot of colors and do you have trouble finding or organizing them? If you answer yes to any of the above questions, then this book may be for you. So today I'm going to show you how to use it. Before we start, I would like to show you what this book looks like inside. So I have 7 of these books with 7 different icons. You can find out more about the other icons on my website, www.wanderpiggy.com. This one that I'm showing you is the kitten one. So in the beginning of the book, you will see the reference section. You'll see the number, color brand, color name, page, etc. And then you'll get to the reference icon page. So there are 5 across and 5 down, so there are 25 icons each. So there are 500 icons in total for you to test out your colors or reference your colors. And if you're using any medium that may bleed through the page, there are the color protector pages at the back where you can cut out with an X-Acto knife. And you can put them behind the reference page itself, so if there's any bleeding, it will prevent it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to reference the colors. I do not have a lot of colors myself. I have a pack of Staedtler Norris colors and a pack of Colleen colors. For some of you, you may have a lot more colors than I do. And if that's the case, you may need to decide whether you would like to group them by brand names or by shades. Okay, so I will show you both so you can decide what works best for you. So to begin with, I'm going to maybe take out some of the blues. I'll try the blues, okay? And there are also the reds. So I'm going to go to the first page, first reference page, okay? And I'm going to pick a color, I like this blue, okay? So I'm going to color this in. So as you can see that the icon itself is actually quite large. You may decide to fill in the entire icon if you want to, or you may leave it, only reference parts of the icon, and when you come back to choose a color, you may use the same icon, different areas to retest your color. What I had been doing is I was using just a scrap piece of paper and coloring in like this to see if I like the color itself, and if I don't like it, I will pick another color to see if it looks better. But once the page gets filled out, then I will toss this out, and I find that it is a little bit wasteful, so that's why I came up with this icon area, so you can at least come back to reference it or use another area to actually test out the color to see if that's the color that you really want. So I have put in a darker shade for the ear, and you can use another part of the icon to do a lighter shade so you can test out different shading. You may also use one of the separate icons to do blending to see if you like the mixture of colors. You may decide to do that, okay? So for example, I've colored in one of the eyes, and I really like that effect. So I'm going to now reference this color, okay? So this first color that I'm using, I'm going to put number 1 on the line. And I'm going to go back to the beginning of my reference page. And I'm going to put in number 1, okay? And the color brand that I'm using is the Staedtler Norris, okay? And the color name, unfortunately with the color name, there isn't really a name per se for the Staedtler colors itself. Okay, so I am going to write down blue because this is one of the blue colors. I have a darker blue and I have a lighter blue. Okay, so I'm just going to put down blue. And the page that I was on, it was 31 that I used. Okay, so I am going to put down 31. So then the next one, I'm going to test out the lighter color, lighter blue. So you see that there's a slight difference in the color. And I'm going to write down number 2 for this. And on the reference page, I'm going to write down number 2 for the number. Once again, these are the Staedtler Norris colors. And this is the light blue that I have, and once again it's on page 31. So you can keep going until you've filled out, you have referenced all the color in the same brand. For me, because with this brand of colors, I only have 24 colors. So, and there are 25 reference lines on each page. So this whole page for me, it will be for Staedtler Norris page. Okay, so this is how you would group your brands together, and once you are satisfied with filling up, completing your brand, you can turn to the next page to fill out your next brand, for example. Okay, so this is how you will group them with the brand name. So the next example I'm going to show is group them by colors. Okay, so with me, because I have done 2 of the blues and I just have 1 more of the dark blue for the Staedtler Norris colors. So for example, let's say I have already filled out the 3rd one, I'm going to move on to the next Colleen colors. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the Colleen colors now. We're pretending that we have already filled out all the blues. Okay, so now I'm going to fill out the Colleen colors. The first one I'm going to use is the Colleen blue color. And once you like what you have shaded in, you can write number 3. And going back to the reference page, we will put number 3, Colleen. Okay, and we'll say blue here. And it's also on page 31. And so on and so forth. You finish with the lighter blue in my case. So then this whole page will be dedicated to blue colors. And your following page may be dedicated to yellow or red. So once you turn to this page, for example, you want to choose a blue color, you're going to take a look and see which shade you like the best. And for example, I like this one, I want a lighter blue, and this is a perfect shade for my project. I'm going to look up number 2. Go back to the page, go to number 2, so you see that, oh, it is the Staedtler Norris color and it's the light blue. So you can find your color, and if you're not too sure which one it is, you can once again go back to the icon and do some more testing in the area. So this completes the demonstration for how to use the color test reference for adult coloring book. If you have any questions or any suggestions, you're more than welcome to send me an email to ask me. And if you have filled out any of these pages and you want to show me how it looks like, I would definitely be more than happy to see them. And if you are okay with it, I may even showcase it on my website. So once again, my website is wonderpiggy.com, and you can check out my other products. Until next time, thank you.